Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to walk through some basics in RStudio. Let's talk about how we can assign variables in R. So here I can write numVar, assign it to 54. So similar in Python, instead of the equal sign, we do this symbol right here. So we can run the code by having our cursor anywhere on the line of code and pressing Command Enter since I'm using a Mac. So we ran the code, and on the right in the environment pane, we see the value of numVar is set to 54, and also in the console it shows here. Let's print out the variable. So let's go and run it, and we see in the console that 54 is printed. We can also use the console here and we can play around with it. So if we do numVar times 2, run it, it's going to give us 108. But let's see if it changes the actual code here. So I'm going to save this file. I'm going to X out, and I'm going to clear this, and let's open the file again. And the value of 108, it's not there anymore. So we can play around with the console, but it's not going to affect our file. And this broom right here, it clears whatever was in the console, and you can also do that here in the environment pane. We could also check to see what kind of variable it is. So we can check that by typing in So when we run it, it's going to say numeric. So that's just a way to check what kind of class that the variable is. We can also, besides having numeric variables, we can have string variables. So I can just write strvar. I am a Chicago Bears fan. And when we run it, it's going to appear here in the console. I am a Chicago Bears fan. And it's also going to appear here in the environment pane. So besides just storing one item in a variable, we can store multiple values in what's called a vector. So here we can write vecvar, and for the syntax you just write C and then you write the multiple values. So a vector can only contain one type but multiple values of that one type. So here we'll just go numeric, and run it, and in the environment pane we see here that we're storing numbers. And this is an index of 1 through 5, and it shows the different values. So vectors are good at storing sequences of the same data type. So another thing we can use that can store a lot of values, but it doesn't matter what kind of data type it is a list. So list var, and then the syntax is you write list and then open parentheses, and I'm just gonna write name is equal to Tim, age is equal to 33, and then I'm just gonna write a set of numbers, or a vector of numbers, 90, 54, 24. And when we run it, it's gonna show this data, it's going to be it's going to show here under data list of 3. So let's just call the list here list var and see what happens. So here in the console we see Tim, 33, and then the numbers. So notice how there's this money symbol and then name. So we can kind of use that as a shortcut if we want to only call that particular item in the list. So we can do that by writing list var name. We run it, and then here we see Tim. So another way we can do that is we can use indexing. So list var 1 is going to capture that first item. So once again, it's going to show up Tim. And another way we can do that is if we do a double bracket. So list var double bracket name, which is the name of this item right here. And then if we run that, we're going to get the same output of Tim. And you can do that with age and numbers. Another data type in R is the data frame. So here, let's write a data frame. So the syntax is data.frame when we open the parentheses. And I'll write a vector here and write some players from the Chicago Bears. So Brian, Lance, Charles. Write their ages, another vector, 31, 28, 32. And then I'll type in their number of tackles. So 8, 9, and 4. And when we run that, it's going to also appear here in the data section in the environment pane. And if you hit this little grid right here to the right of it, it's going to open up what looks like to be like an Excel spreadsheet. So these are some basic tools that you can use in RStudio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.